Hello, I'm Rob, and you're watching Outside in the 515. Today, it's actually happening. We're finally bringing something new home to the woodyard. So today, finally going to bring it home. And no, it's not what you think. I'm still probably a week or two out from bringing the old Wolfridge 28 Pro X home. But today, we're bringing the Kubota home. I've gotten all the upgrades done that we needed to do to it for now. I do have a couple winter projects on it I want to do, but I need to get it home, get it to work. So the bucket that it's got on it now is just going to have to work. This winter I did buy like skid steer quick connects for it. So I'll get those fabbed up this winter. And there's a couple other things I want to build for it that I don't really need right now. So I got to stop at a place called Baumgar's and get some new rubber mounts. The seat bracket that I built, I did a short on the seat bracket, but I didn't really do a long form explaining it. The seat bracket I built, I needed it because the seat that I put on is movable and the old seat was fixed. And with me being a husky fella, when I sit down on it and then I lift the 3-point up, it lifts the seat up. So I need to get the back seat up just a little bit, and we adjusted the top part of the 3-point. So we'll see if that works. But got a couple more things to do to it. I gotta get some chains sharpened and get my saw serviced, because this weekend, or here in a couple days I should say, a friend of mine dropped 3 big dead elm trees on his property. So Sheila and I are gonna go get as much of that as we can. So that'll be a full day and a half or so project. So I need to get all that stuff done and get the Kubota back here and get to work. We've got about another half a cord of ash to get split. So we're going to try to get that done today too. So hang tight, stick with us, and we'll see you in a minute. Alrighty, so we made it back to the shop. I'll spin you around and show you what we got going on here with the Kubota. And a couple parts we bought. We did have to change the steering column. I'll show you that piece too. Funny story behind that. Dad was out here using it behind his place and got everything moved that he needed to get moved with a piece of equipment. Went to bring it back in the shop and it wouldn't steer. You could turn it all the way around. Round and round it goes. Wouldn't steer. So had to replace the steering shaft. So I'll get you spun around and we'll show you what we got going on. Okay, so here's what's left from the old steering column. And will show you really how bad that is. So if I can keep it in focus. But as you can see, that is no bueno. So we got the new one Dad got the new one installed yesterday. And it's all ready to go. And then what I was talking about with the seat is when this arm would raise up, it would lift the seat up. Okay, so these are the new, so it's got the rubber mounts that it came with, and then this is the new bracket that I built onto the old mounts. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a couple of these rubber stops and, there we go, and glue them on. I'll take it out and show you. So I'm gonna take one of these new rubber mounts and I'm gonna mount it right to there. And then that should come down, or I might turn it over. That should come down and that should give us enough clearance to keep the seat high enough. So, plus when I installed it, I got these tracks backwards. These tracks here, I got them backwards and the lock won't stay. So I gotta switch those around and then we'll be ready to take it home. So I won't bore you with the details of doing all that, because once I get that all done, then I gotta service and sharpen chains and we'll get to work. We get this thing back home, I'll get you set up and we'll show you what we got going on. Alrighty, well, we're back in the wood yard. We've got the tractor back home and we've already put it to work. We got the bucket that's on it can only handle one big round at a time. And we are slowly running out of inventory. And I haven't even put an IBC tote up full of wood for winter heat yet. So we got to get our butts in gear. So we're gonna keep splitting on the old lumberjack for another week or so. Hopefully the one toy that I'm really excited about gets done and gets back here to the yard. So, but we'll get you spun around here and show you what we got going on. So with that size of bucket, that's about all she'll handle as far as getting the wood in there, but I've got a better bucket coming. That's going to be one of the winter projects on it. So we're get it set up and we're going to get to splitting here. Okay, well, we got, probably good half a face cord split. It was definitely nicer having the tractor. We could, until we get the new splitter with the log lift, it was nice having the tractor for the bigger rounds, and then just to have a bucket full of littler rounds. You weren't walking too far and all that. So it was definitely nice having it. Thing runs great. Got plenty of power. It's borderline with this bucket, no bigger than this bucket is. It doesn't need a ballast box. When the new bucket comes, I'll have to put a ballast box on it. So I think I'm gonna make one. The one I thought I was getting isn't gonna work out, so I'm just gonna make one. But again, that'll be a winter project for me to finish that up. Right now, we've got to get the splitting. I didn't realize my inventory was so low. We're down to about 3.5 cords of seasoned ready to go. Now I've got some dead stuff laying, and I could probably put a meter on some of this ash, and it's probably ready to go. So with the way sales have been ramping up, I might have to go buy some split wood ready to go. You know, buy a few truckloads of it. But I really thought the new splitter would be here, and I was just collecting rounds, and I kind of screwed that up. So I should have been splitting the whole time. But you live and learn. We all make mistakes. I can be an idiot sometimes. But with that said, we're gonna wrap this video up and get back to work without the camera going. So I want to thank y'all for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, click all the bells and whistles, all the ringy-dingies at the bottom, and we'll catch you on the next one.